And we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. The action is only moments away, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It is time for football as we welcome you to EA Sports. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner. This should be a good one here. In the month of October, we got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really understand what their identity is as a team. And for this stage of the season, this is one of the better matchups we've seen so far, and it's going to go a long way continuing to unravel who are the teams we're going to be talking about come the end of the regular season.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. Led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week and just win us the game by yourself. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida. It's Anthony Richardson.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he might not get so lucky.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon A.J. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. From the gun, Richardson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force fourth down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And now here comes the punt team, as he's standing right around his own goal line. That'll be returnable from the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense and running back Joe Mixon heading out onto the field. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he tops all other NFL running backs to this point in the season. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd down, 3 to go. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. And that will be a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. But I don't think it's going to be his last.
On the option, they give it to Mixon. And the defense, good job sticking to their rules. They did take their eyes off the running back, who gains nothing. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. They try to work the screen with Mixon. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. It is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That'll be taken in by Mixon.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And his guys will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain. The tight end Fant in motion. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
3rd and 5. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On fourth down, they'll send in the field goal unit. They'll put this one down at midfield. Here comes a 60-yard attempt. His kick is good. From 60 yards out, he's got the leg to knock it through.
And you talk about having confidence in your kicker, Mike. I mean, to send him out there to kick from midfield, and what does he do? He repays you with that confidence with a 60-yard field goal. I mean, that was something else.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Tua. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. That's enough for a 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Tua. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Tunga Vailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Throwing is Tua.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The visitors' offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he's been a real threat, not just with the arm, but the wheels as well. The NFL's leader amongst quarterbacks in terms of rushing touchdowns. And slim pickings there to about the 12-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down. He'll try and run it here. It's Achan. And the defense right on that. I don't know if keeping would have done any better. No gain on that one.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On comes the punter now. He'll punt for the second time after hitting a beauty in his first effort. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The home team's offense here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Tua gonna throw. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage. We see quarterbacks do that all the time, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Tua. Going right back to the Tua. Complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
And he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1. Tua going to hold on to this. And he will take it in himself. Tua Tagovailoa for the touchdown. The ability for the quarterback to run with it. Greg, great choice there as he gets in the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, what makes the zone read so effective down near the goal line is it forces the defense to account for an extra player. In this case, it's the quarterback. And when he sees that end crash, he pulls it, and he's able to take it in himself.
Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And his guys take a 10-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Keelan Robinson to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Here's carry number 1 for Roschon Johnson. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Maris Leofow there on the stop. 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Richardson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Mixon, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Tua. To the right. That's Pitts.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
The give to Mixon from out of the pistol. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Now, this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop at just over a minute remaining in this first half. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Tua. And that is incomplete. He's looking for Joe Mixon coming out of the backfield. Here's their punter now, as he'll come on to punt this one away. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Throwing, Richardson. That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. On first down, it's Richardson. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Richardson. Oh, after the catch, he's hit, and the ball is out. The defense has got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch, so right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Two and out on first down. He'll get this complete to Wiley, his tight end. Hook him up on a second down and 8. One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, it's Robinson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. Richardson to throw it here on first down. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Set to go now on first and 10. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and he'll take this forward only to about the 46-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play. 3rd and 9. From the gun, Richardson. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Blank. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Second half, and the defense continues to be item 1 in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike. And now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and his guys move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense about ready to take over once more. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On second down, Richardson. Left side in the hands of Neighbors. And that's